Lucky Bricks. If you've ever been brilliant, please be brilliant now.
Gentlemen, I know what you're thinking, but,
I guess most of you must have thought that one day it would end like this.
Oh, you did not just say that.
It is a well-known fact.
Well known by who?
Everyone.
Not me.
That's because you're a bird.
Mickey!
look, leave me out of this.
How can you say that women are more argumentative than men?
Because it's a well-known fact.
No, it's not.
See?
See what?
Look, I just happened to mention that women are more argumentative than men, and you've done nothing but argue since.
I was discussing.
Oh, well, yeah, well, what's the difference?
One is arguing and the other one isn't.
Way to go, sis. You baffled him with logic.
He knows what I mean. Look, Eddie, do you think I'm argumentative?
You are a bit, yeah.
No, I'm not. I wasn't arguing.
No, she was discussing, you see.
Yeah, they do a lot of that, birds, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, all right. You can be so annoying, really, all of you.
Well, looks like you were right. You arrived last evening.
Who did?
I knew Mark. Madani Wassem came to London in the 80s to retrace his father's footsteps and accept a place at Oxford University. He graduated with a degree in economics before returning to Bahrain to take his place on the board of his father's company, the Gulf Partnership. Wasim was spending the evening with friends when he heard of his father's death 5 weeks ago.
So they didn't get on then?
He'd lived his entire life in his father's shadow. He was overheard telling an aide at the funeral that he'd spent his entire adult life waiting for him to die.
Oh, what a charmer.
How much did he get?
North of 850 million. He got the family money and his father's shares, but he has no real power. His father was respected, but he isn't. And the board of Gulf Partnership quickly closed ranks to stop him taking control. It's left Wassem with a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Oh, poor love.
They see him for what he is, little more than a thug. He doesn't earn respect, he buys it, using his wealth to surround himself with people who will do whatever he asks, including an enforcer, someone who will kill or torture on demand. The man who led the move to stop Wasim taking control of his father's company was found with his throat cut in his own bathroom by his 10-year-old daughter yesterday afternoon. Wasim has been linked to 2 similar killings since his father's death, and a long list of business associates being beaten and having their families threatened.
Question.
Go on.
We usually spend our time staying away from people like this. Why are we going after him?
I think he's too good to pass up. He's been making his way around Europe, playing the markets. For anyone that openly opposes him, he uses violence. But he knows that to take control of his father's company, he has to prove to the shareholders he has his father's flair for making money. So far, he's played the markets in Greece, Turkey, Spain, and Portugal, making a hefty profit in each. Now, he's in London, and he'll be looking for a broker.
Why travel? You could buy shares anywhere.
That's one of the lessons he actually learned from his father. Local knowledge is the key to making a good return. So he flies in, talks to whoever he can, tries to find an inside track, and then buys through a local broker.
So what kind of money are we talking about?
In Spain, he invested 6 million euros. He is very definitely high risk, but with that comes high rewards.
Well, I'm in.
Ash?
Well, you know me, where you go, I go.
Albert?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, it'd be rude not to.
Good. Then let's go get him.
It is done.
Oh.
His throat cut from ear to ear while he sat in the restroom.
It's very appropriate. You know, the last thing he said to me was that my only chance of regaining my father's company had gone down the toilet.
There was a problem. His wife ran to a neighbor. The police shut off the streets. Our enforcer was trapped.
Was he arrested?
No, they shot him. He is dead.
Replace him.
So what's going on?
Truth?
Always.
I'm tired, Albert.
Take a break.
I don't think a fortnight in Vegas is going to cure it this time.
Well, so take a year, too.
It's not that easy. What about you, Ash, Sean, and Emma?
We're all big enough to take care of ourselves.
No. We're a crew, a family. We don't walk out on each other.
So this guy isn't just another mark. He's your retirement fund.
Marks like this one don't come along very often.
No, they don't.
So maybe everything we've done has been leading us to this point. One big mark, our very own lottery win. Then we can all walk away on top. Money in our pockets.
He could kill you.
Well, then we make that a risk worth taking. Oh, Emma, shopping list.
Ooh, got my kind of job.
Anything new there, Em?
Yeah, his favourite buys are gas and oil, but he hates new media, pharmaceuticals, retail companies. The thing he loves best is an edge, something that sets him ahead from everybody else.
Then that's exactly what we'll give him. Sean, let's see how long we've got. He's got a private plane, but check with the service company, see when he's due to leave.
Yeah, gotcha.
How are things going?
IT's going live now, bank account's set up. I'm still working on the hardware, but I think I can crack it.
Great.
We're in.
Yeah, yeah. No, sure. But listen, we wait. We wait until New York opens in the morning, because if the Dow Jones rallies, we'll get more action here. Yeah. My clients have very specific targets with zero risk attached. Yes, I said zero. But listen, we wait. We wait until the very last moment, and then we buy fast before anyone else gets wind of what we're buying. No one else in London will get close. I'll call you later. Bye.
It's too much.
Would you relax? This is still peanuts. We could move up to 10 million before anyone else starts asking questions.
Well, I'm not so sure. I think it's all happening too fast. What if they realize why we buy what we do?
They won't. How could they? All right, relax. Breathe. Have some wine. Try the T-bone. It's to die for. Yes.
Gentlemen, forgive me.
Yes?
My employer, Madani Wassim, was on the next table, couldn't help overhear you talking about your business. You trade on the London stock markets, no?
I'm sorry. Why are we having this conversation?
Mr. Wassim is in London for a short time, and he would very much like to invite you to visit him at his hotel. He believes you may find such a visit to be mutually beneficial.
You said what?
That he did not do home visits. And should you wish to talk to him, then to do so during office hours.
Did you tell this William Cole who I was?
Yes, sir.
And?
He said that he had heard of your father.
There's a fine line between piquing someone's interest and being so rude they never want to set eyes on you again.
True.
Do you think he'll call?
He's a bully. It upsets him when people don't do what he wants them to.
Even though...
What's that?
What's what?
A cable. What cable?
Oh, this. Well, it depends on how you look at it. You see, to the untrained eye, this is just a 6-foot length of fibre optic cable. But in the right hands, and with a bit of razzle-dazzle, this is the beating heart of the British economy. You cool, yeah?
Playing hard to get never worked for me either.
We've found a London broker who can oversee all our purchases.
Okay. I think we might need a boost.
Bloody marvellous. The man's a miracle worker. Invested 40K, got a 60% return inside of 3 days.
That's incredible.
Someone must be giving him an edge.
What's his name again?
Cole. William Cole.
Don't they call him Golden Balls or such like?
That's the chappy.
Can you get me in to see him?
Well, I'll try out some, but he's quite exclusive. Mind you, not hard to see why.
You won't make it ring by looking at it.
Maybe I called her wrong.
No, you just wound up. I mean, most of the time when a mark's just a mark, you get a setback, you don't panic, you take it in your stride. It's only because this one's more important.
I'm sorry, I don't get you.
How long have I known you, mate?
20 years.
And in all that time you played the odds. Avoided marks like this with some bloke like the plague. So I figure if that's no longer the case, then either you got a death wish, in which case I'm not sure why you have to take me with you, or he's a special kind of mark. The kind of mark will give you enough money to get out of the game forever.
Am I that easy to read?
Yeah, Doddle, always have been.
Should have known, can't kid a kidder.
Nah, that's bollocks. You can kid anyone. Except a mate. Whatever you do is all right with me.
Do you mean that?
I wouldn't have said it otherwise. Just don't go getting all soppy on me, all right? Anyway, to tell the truth, I'm not getting any younger, and I'm fed up of carrying.
Well, yes.
Yeah. Although none of this makes a blind bit of difference if he doesn't call.
Time for plan B.
William Cole?
Mr. Cole, this is Madani, what's that?
Well, let me check my diary. No, sorry, I can't do noon. Yeah, I can do 12:30. Okay, yeah, see you then.
It's me. We're in.
Thank you, Emma. I swear that girl could scam a space shuttle if she set her mind to it. You know, long before con became a dirty word, all it stood for was confidence. And what's so bad about that? Now, I'm not saying that all my peers are angels. No, far from it. But whatever industry you work in, be it an office, or a hospital, or a road gang, I guarantee you'll have your share of rogues too. We're criminals because we work outside the law. Fine. But what we do, we can't do without greed. Take Madani Wasem, for instance. Now, he could buy his stocks and his shares just like everyone else. Pay the same price, take the same risk. If he did, there's no way we could touch him. Honestly, do you think we could do what we do if he wasn't looking for an edge? If he wasn't looking for something that gave him an unfair advantage over everyone else? No. It's his greed that makes him fair game. All we do is feed that greed. And the greedier he is, the more we can take him for. All we need to do now is plan things and cover all the angles so there are no surprises. So how are we doing?
Yeah, good to go. Sean's out front to give us a heads up when they're here.
We doing a convincer?
I thought I'd freeze him out.
Well, do you think that's a good idea?
The more we drive him mad, the more he'll want to break us.
Yeah, I get the logic. But this is a mark who has people killed, Mick, and your strategy's pissing him off.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He's here. He's got some bird of him.
What bird? Yeah, fit doesn't help Sean. Any clue who she is, what she does. No, it's okay. Send him up.
If you just like to take the elevator up to the 6th floor, somebody will meet you there. Thank you.
Mr. Wesson? Perfect. Right this way, please.
So don't worry, okay? Okay, listen. When we get back, all right, just call me. We'll talk about it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. Mr. Wassam, very pleased to meet you.
This is my broker whilst I'm in London, Yvonne Hammond.
Miss Hammond.
A pleasure.
So, well, look, we can, oh, Henry, for God's sake, leave it, get out. Get out. Ow, come on, now. Quick, can you leave an office? Terribly sorry about that. Must be hire a cretin week.
You stay.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about you, Mr. Cole.
Oh?
People are very impressed with the returns you've achieved, and in such a short space of time.
Wow. That's the beauty of the markets, isn't it? I mean, if you're well informed and you're quick enough, all things are possible.
They talk to you like you're the lowest form of life. They want to know where you are every minute of every day. You know, run here, go there, do this, move that. Then all they do is treat you like a muppet. I mean, I know everything he does and how he does it. I know how he makes his money and why everyone thinks he's golden bollocks. What do I get for it? Nothing. Just abuse. I don't suppose your bloke's got any jobs going, has he? I do IT, you know. Information exchange systems.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, if you hear of anything, let us know, eh? I'd love to be able to tell him where to stick his job.
Mr. Wassim is in London for 3 days, and whilst he's here, he's very keen to make some investments.
And?
He would be very interested to hear if you have any advice to give him. After discussing your fee, of course.
We do some business, yeah?
Awkward. I have a waiting list.
You have a waiting list?
Yes.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, but even so.
We understand that you must have a very long list of people eager to do business with you, Mr. Cole. But we're equally sure that you could find a way to make an exception for Mr. Wassim.
He asked me to wait in line.
I could go back in there and speak to him.
No, screw him.
You? Screw you. I will crush you. Get the car.
I don't think he's very happy.
I do not know what you said to him, but he was not pleased. What have I missed?
Does anyone know she was in London?
No.
I mean, we didn't know she was in the game. But did she know we were?
She can't have known.
Sorry, I've definitely missed something here, like a meeting or something.
We need to talk to her.
Do we know where to find her?
No, but she knows where to find us.
Hey! Now guess what?
Stacey's here.
How does he do that?
Mickey! Oh, your face was a picture. Never thought I'd see you speechless.
Well, it was a bit of a shock.
I'm sorry. Ash!
Hello, darling.
Oh.
Long time.
Albie!
You look magnificent and you feel even better.
Oh.
Stacey, this is Emma and Sean Kennedy.
Hi.
Hello. You all right? Ash just told me all about you. He called occasionally.
Yeah, well, I'm not good with small talk.
Yeah, so I noticed.
Where's Danny?
Oh, he fell in love with a cocktail waitress in Santa Monica. They were planning a summer wedding, choosing names for their children. Then her husband found out. Last I heard, they were heading for Vegas. Apparently, Danny had a plan.
Yeah, I'll bet he did.
OK, so how long you been back? Why didn't you tell us you were coming and how long you staying?
A girl can't answer that many questions without a drink.
I'll kill him. I'll wipe every trace of him off the earth. Now you go and shoot him.
It's the UK, sir. We cannot carry guns.
Where's my enforcer?
I have found someone, a Ukrainian, Alex Klukas. He was recommended to me by one of our men. He has the details, but there may also be another way.
So what are you playing?
Nothing fancy. Just thought I'd siphon off the top of whatever he invested. Get 10 or 20 grand and disappear.
That's when you run into us.
Exactly. Have you any idea how angry you made him?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know how far along you are, Mickey, but I'd think seriously about walking away from this one.
Why?
There's just something about him. He's not a very nice man. Everyone's frightened of him.
Well, I've never met a nice Mark yet.
No, it's more than that.
Well, we know you use as a hitman. You knocked some bloke off 2 days ago.
Exactly.
We know what he's capable of. It's a calculated risk.
So are you going back?
I don't know.
Well, it ain't gonna hurt having you on the inside, Stace.
That's true.
Well, as far as I can see, all you've done so far is wind him up and make him furious.
Well, look, he's a bully. So we take away his control. You know, take away his power, make him feel small.
And then when he's ready to burst,
we find a way to give him that control back.
How?
Just like that. Oh. Hello?
We don't have to do this, you know. We could bring him in another way.
Yes, Mum.
I mean it.
I'll be okay.
Well, look, just tell him what he wants to know quickly. Don't string it out.
Look, this is our convince. If he doesn't have to work for it, he won't believe it.
I know, but you can make
Will
sure...
you just stop?
No,
I've
but
been in the toilet, I wash my hands and I got a clean hanky, all right?
All right.
Don't want it up.
Hello. How are you?
Good, thanks. Berea said something about a job?
Yeah, of course. Think of this as a job interview.
Right. Okay.
Now, Berea tells me that you know how Mr. Cole selects his investments.
Yeah, well, kind of. But I'm not sure I should talk about that.
Oh.
Well, it's not part of my job, not really. I do IT, you see. I've bought my CV. There you go.
Let me ask you the question in a different way. You know how he selects his investments.
I know what he does. I heard him talking to the Yank, but I don't know how. I swear, I don't know. You know, I know what his edge is. I know why he never loses any money. But how the whole thing works, the mechanics, only he knows that.
You will tell me everything you know about William Cole and how he selects his investments. Everything. Every detail. You leave nothing out. You understand?
Oh, Jesus.
I think he's convinced.
I'm not going to meet you. Sorry, sir, you don't have an appointment.
I don't need one.
What do you think you're doing?
Sit down and shut up.
I'm so sorry, they wouldn't listen to me.
Call security.
Call whoever you want, you piece of shit. Because the second after you throw me out, I'm gonna tell the police about how you're intercepting data from the London Stock Exchange, which would put you out of business and into prison.
Sir?
Yeah, it's okay, Alice. Take the rest of the day off. Close the door behind you.
Now he wants a meeting. Now he wants to talk. Or maybe I don't want to do business. Maybe I got a waiting list.
Look, I didn't mean to offend you.
No? But I'm about to offend you. Talk to him.
Mr. Wasson is a very reasonable man, and he has no wish for things to be anything other than cordial.
It's very lucky for you I'm a reasonable man, you horse's ass.
But he insists that you show him how the data is intercepted and how you use this data to choose which investments you make.
Before I do anything at all, I want to know how you came by this information.
That is none of your business. You just show me how it works.
But I can't do that because there are other people involved.
Let me explain something to you, Mr. Golden Balls. It would give me great pleasure to just tell the police everything I know, and I can go home. Or I can forget about the police and just shoot you and everyone you love in the head. The only thing that's stopping me from doing that is the thought that I can make some money here. So you got a very simple choice. You can either show me how the interception works, or you can go to prison, or you be dead.
All right, I'll need some time.
Of course. You have a minute.
Have you gone insane?
I had no choice, they know.
How?
But that doesn't matter. All that's important is that you show me what I came to see.
I'm sorry, there's no other way.
This is it.
This cable carries a live feed into the stock exchange building next door. 6 months ago, there was a fault in the system, and George here was sent over from the American company in Houston who supplied the software. His team had to dig up the cable so that they could fit a new digital transcoder unit.
When we did, I realized with an exposed cable and the right software, we could manipulate the data that passes through it.
This is a hard drive. It records all of the data coming in and holds it up for 9/10 of a second before playing it on down the line.
To the stock exchange.
Exactly. It holds it up long enough for us to analyze it and identify any major shifts, trends, or movements before playing it onto the stock exchange boards. It's also hooked up to our trading account, so it can make purchases based on those calculations.
Wait, you're saying you can analyze the data and actually purchase stocks before the stock exchange gets the same information?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, that's genius.
Can this be done?
Well, if what they're saying is true.
It's absolutely the truth.
And there's no risk, ever. We only ever buy stock we know is going to rise.
And presumably you can offload before anyone else if it starts to go down.
We don't hold on to it that long, we just make our profits and get out.
Okay. I'm in.
You're in? In for what?
You will make investments for me.
Look, I'm sorry, it's not that simple.
I heard you in the restaurant. You said you have a capacity for 10 million.
Well, yes. I mean, that's the top end of our buying power, but...
But what?
Well, look, even if we had that kind of money, which, by the way, we don't, we would never go over $1 million. We don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
That's because you're a horse's ass. You will invest the full 10 million.
10 million?
Hedge fund and managers invest hundreds of millions in a day. Why would anyone notice 10?
Because we're private brokers, trading for private investors.
Then you buy the stock in my name. No one will question that level of investment if it's from me. You take my 10 million, you double it.
Look, well, I'd need all the money in the account.
And the returns?
They'd go to the same account.
Miss Hammond will put everything in place.
Look, I don't know. We'd have to program in a new trading account and reset the buying criteria.
Then do it.
Wait a minute. What do we get out of this, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we still get our commission, right? 22% cash?
5%.
What?
Perhaps the experience will teach you some manners. You call me when it's ready. Okay, once the money is in the trading account, I want 2 men watching Cole round the clock.
Yes, sir.
I want you to learn how they program the machine.
Me? Why?
Because once you can use it, I'll have no further use for Cole and the old man.
Wait. I don't mind bending the rules to make money. The city's corrupt anyway, but I won't be a party to murder.
Would you rather I ask someone else? Because then I wouldn't need you either.
No.
Then just do it. Call my enforcer, get him on a plane.
Okay, time to bail out.
You what?
He wants me to learn how to program the machine. so that he can have you killed.
Well, that's kind of what we expected.
He told Berea to call the enforcer, and whatever you do, he's not going to let you out of his sight.
I know.
From tomorrow morning, he'll have 2 of his guards on you full time. Even if you pull this off, you'll never get away clean.
This is wicked. Without a doubt, this is one of the coolest things I've ever tried on. I actually look like I could swim faster than a shark. United States?
Hi.
Just for the record, this isn't an accurate representation of my underwear.
Pleased to hear it.
He's got issues from when he was a baby.
I do not have issues.
Mickey, I don't like it. It feels wrong.
What about the money?
He's having it transferred first thing tomorrow morning before the market's open. He's also bringing 500,000 in cash, which is your commission if you double him up.
Okay.
I tell you someone's planning to have you killed and all you say is okay? You're taking 10 million from this man, Mickey. He's not gonna just put it down to experience and walk away.
I know Wassem won't just walk away, which is why it's a good reason for us all to lay low for a bit. So I was thinking, when this job is done, we should take a break. Go our separate ways for a while.
How long's a while?
Who knows? I thought it best not to make plans. I was gonna talk to you about this when the job was done, but seems now is as good a time as any.
So that's why we're taking this job, is walking away money?
If you want to call it that.
That's it then. One last job and we're finished, huh?
I've always thought it was a good idea to quit while you're ahead. I think 10 million qualifies as being ahead.
This is the question. If you didn't take this break, would you still do the job?
If I'm honest, no, I wouldn't. And I wouldn't blame any one of you that wanted to walk away right now. But come on. The money comes in tomorrow. Our play is that the City of London police has had us under surveillance. Ash has already lined up a dozen grifters in all the vehicles. We get ourselves arrested, but we let Wassem get away. He'll run straight to the airport, desperate to leave the country. He'll think the money has been impounded, there's nothing to keep him here, whereas we, on the other hand, will cash in and be long gone by the time the dust settles. It will work. Trust me.
Hello. We have a job. Stay in your room. I will send over a package.
You okay?
Yeah?
So it must be nice to see Stacey again.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Ash told me that you two, you were quite close for a while.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, you go back a long way.
Yeah, that's right.
So this whole break thing, you know, the whole going our own way thing, only it's a bit sudden and it's a bit like Stacey turning up the way she has, and I was wondering if the two things were related in any way. It's just curiosity, really. It's a good job I'm not a cat. No, the thing is...
No, it's not.
It's not what?
Related.
Okay.
It's just, I want to live a normal life for a while. Get to know people for who they are. Not constantly look at them and see if they'd make a great mark or not.
So it's more like a holiday, really?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so we can still, you know, like, meet up and spend time together and chill.
I'd like that.
Me too. Because then the whole work thing wouldn't be there anymore, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
And if everything goes right tomorrow, then, you know, we'll be stinking rich.
Yes, we will.
So at some point, We could be talking you and me in the desert island and like a couple of million in the bank or something. That doesn't sound too shabby, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, good. Great, well then I'll just leave you to your thinking. I just thought I'd ask.
I'm really glad you did.
Okay, so you go when Albert calls Nick to give him the thumbs up. Hard and fast, okay? Lots of noise. We need them scared enough to run straight to the airport. Everyone in cuffs and dragged out to the vans. Now, we're going to be right outside the London Stock Exchange in broad daylight, so it won't be long before the real old Bill notice. So don't hang about, get them in the vans and on your way. The Mark is last up. He'll be with his bodyguard and Stacey. Stacey will offer to bribe Nick at that point, and that's when you let him go. Is that all clear?
Yeah.
Right. Get yourselves in position.
Good luck.
So Stacey called. The money's in the trading account, but when we get there, Wassim has to put his PIN number in before we can move it.
Okay. We'll clear out of the penthouse and meet at the hotel when it's done. We'll split the money by direct transfer and then we'll go our separate ways. Everyone know what they're doing?
What about me?
Hey?
Well, everyone's talking about the biggest job ever, you know, history in the making and all that, and everyone's got something to do except me. Even the bloody dogs have got a part.
Yeah, well, there's a reason we haven't given you anything yet, Ed.
Yeah?
Because we've saved the best till last.
Ah, see, I thought it'd be something like that. So what, do I get like a uniform and all that?
Nah, you won't need one. You see, the most important part of your job is to have the drinks ready and on the table for when we get back.
Good luck, Ed.
Sir, we need your pen. Thank you.
Okay. 3 minutes.
That it?
Yeah. Like we were never here.
What's happening with my money?
Sorry.
It's mine.
Are we ready to do the transfer? So now we're transferring his 10 million from the trading account into our account.
Hi. We have a reservation under the name of Jones.
Okay.
This is the most fun I've ever had. You know what? I think we come back tomorrow, we do it all over again.
Police! Nobody move! You are under arrest on suspicion of fraud.
Come on, come on.
Wait, sir, this has nothing to do with us.
Yeah, all right, darling, tell it to the judge.
No, I mean it. They had this machine, they wanted us to invest.
Yeah, that's what happened. She's telling the truth.
Well, we didn't even give them the money.
Hold up. Bring them back. Take the rest of them away.
It was just a demonstration. We only met them yesterday. They were trying to convince us to invest, but we didn't. Open the bag, you can see for yourself.
So this is your money?
Yes, but it doesn't have to be. It could be yours. So if it just disappeared, there is £500,000 in cash in that bag. So if you let us go, we won't even look back. I swear.
I got a jet fueled, ready to leave. I can be out of the country in an hour.
You've got the machine, the people who built it. Why do you need us?
Our friend's on his way to the airport. Stacey's gonna lose him and meet you back at the hotel.
You son of a bitch, you did it!
Hold tight, sweetie.
You did well.
Just get on the plane before they change their mind.
We're back.
Current balance.
£10 million.
Yes! And he gave us £500,000 commission in cash for taking it off him.
Sam, thank you. You might hear?
To us.
I've just gone into the hotel. No police.
Taste of victory. Scary. Guys, get out. Go, move. Come on, Albert.
Mickey Briggs, if you've ever been brilliant, please be brilliant now.
Gentlemen, I know what you're thinking, but,
That's my money. That's my money. Come on. Come on.
I guess most of you must have thought that one day it would end like this. Which, without an extraordinary amount of planning, it very well might have done.
Come on then, off your asses. Wakey, wakey. Honestly. Hey? What would you lot do without me coming to bail you out of trouble all the time? I mean, it's all right, Mickey, doing all that look at me, I'm a clever bastard stuff, but when it comes down to it, you just can't do it without me, can you?
Are you sure you couldn't find anyone else?
I'm sorry.
Hello. Who's this? Very pretty. Oh, sweetheart. I'm Danny. Danny Blue. Probably heard a lot about me.
Call my enforcer, get him on a plane.
Lucas.
I'm here. Hello, Mickey.
Try this on. Just the record. This isn't an accurate representation of my underwear.
I want you to learn how they program the machine.
How does the machine work?
Well, basically, there's a box with a bunch of lights in it.
I thought it might be.
Gentlemen, I know what you're thinking.
Come on then, off your asses.
Did you throw it all over?
Nah, 50 grand or so.
Now might be a good time to slip away.
So that's a fabulous idea. How about me and you, we just slip away together?
Oh, Danny, behave.
Yeah, easy, pal. It's my sister.
Whoa, everybody's a bit touchy, aren't they? I didn't have to use blanks, you know. I did think about it. How you doing, Albie?
Pretty good, Danny, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sorry I had to shoot you. Don't worry about it. I blame Mickey. He's very theatrical.
Someone shut him up, will
Just a bit OTT, that's all I'm saying.
We were still being watched, Danny.
Yeah, exactly. Always playing to the audience.
Listen, mate. When you've taken someone for 10 million, the only way you can be sure they're not coming after you is if they think you're dead.
10 million? Is this a good time to talk about my cut?
I think we better be going. Time we should make a move. Come on.
I've just had an amazing and original idea.
God help us.
Bear with me. Right, 1, 2, 3. There's 7 of us, right? We should hook up. We start a new gang. Maybe I'll lead it. We'll call it the Magnificent Seven. What do you think, Albert?
I think that's a hell of an idea.
What about the Great Eight?
The Great Eight.
So that's it. I'm out of here. I hope you've picked up a few things along the way. If something seems too good to be true, it almost certainly is. Always look a gift horse in the mouth, unless you don't much care whether it has teeth or not. And remember, you can't cheat an honest man. So, if you bend the rules to make some easy money, you deserve what you get.
Oh, and don't believe everything people tell you.
Whoever they are.
Think things through for yourself.
Is it for real?
Is someone telling you that story for a reason?
Or are they having you right at it?
But most important of all, whether it's business,
Buying.
Selling.
Whether it's someone you know.
Or someone you don't.
Even if it's love.
Never be a mark.